Live for Wild here. I can just pick this up. Michigan Snow Pony put me onto this. In here reading about the economy of the 1800s, the immigrants, settlers. Some real good articles in this. It's worth. I picked it up at Tractor Supply. They carry it. I'm going to subscribe to it. But in there I was thinking, it's going to be pretty tough living if you're not prepared when the lights go out, or the economic collapse, or you have a hurricane, long-term power outage. You can't count on somebody else. Count on yourself. That's what's problem with today's society, is people count on everybody else instead of just taking care of themselves. So I'm going to go over a little bit of lighting, pros and cons to some things, and some of the things I've found lately, and maybe this will help you in your preps. So let's take a look. Okay, we're looking at these modern day lanterns. This one runs off of propane, which propane, they're about, if you look real hard, sometimes you get them cheaper. They're about $2.50 a piece, and so you're looking at a cost there. I'm not sure the length of time that they last. If somebody could help me with that. It depends. But one disadvantage with these, you hear the noise obviously. Right here is these mantles. You have to buy mantles and replace mantles. These are about $2 a pack or so if you find a good deal on them. So a real good thing is portable. I have a container. When this cools off, this will fit in there minus the LP tank, or the propane tank. But I've had this one for about 15 years. Still works like it was brand new. Beat up. I've tracked a lot of deer with this. Camped. So that's an option. And you also got, which everybody's seen these for years. I've had this since I've been 21. And that's a long time. I'm not going to tell you how long it was. But you see the mantles do break in storage. I have a case for this. You buy extra parts. You can still get all the repair parts. This thing still works like it was day one. I put a piece of aluminum reflector in there so it directs it for tracking. But then you got fuel. This uses this type of fuel only. This is what, $9.50 a gallon. It'll last a while, but it's not going to last forever. So that's another thing. You got mantles and fuel that you got to think about with these. Everything has fuel. You got some form of fuel that you have to take care of. So I love these things. Will I burn them every night? No. That's why I've went to oil lamps. And I'll show you a few oil lamps I just picked up. Okay, here's a oil lamp that, actually I did this on my last contest, a little giveaway. What it is a little unit that you put on your mason jars, which, getting into canning, I'm a big mason jar fan. No, this is an older blue. These are kind of decorative, but they do work a purpose. I like dual purpose. This lamp right here is very expensive. It ain't because of these two units, it's because Dollywood. I took the kids to spring break for Dollywood, and We did all kinds of stuff down in Gatlinburg, which great area. I love that area. So I got a mason jar pickled asparagus, so I left the label on. So I use this quite a bit in the kitchen when I'm just doing stuff, because I just enjoy it. And the downfall is oil. You gotta use oil. I get this at Walmart, $5.97. So it's for 64 ounces. This lasts quite a while. I've probably got about almost 5 or 6 hours, and this was full to the rim on this. Nice and quiet, clean burning. There's a reason they used it in the 1800s forever. And another backup source is you can use vegetable oil. Will burn. So I did pick up these chimneys for this at Lehman's. So that's where I got these for $4.95. Check that place out. Also, another maintenance thing is wicks. Walmart, 97 cents or 98 cents. I'm not sure what it is, but under $1 for a mantle, or for wicks. I've been buying every time I go to Walmart. I don't go that often. I'll buy 4 or 5 of them, stick them away. I'll buy a couple of these. I buy an oil lamp like it's going out of style. So that's a little more nostalgic kind of. I like it. So, and then I'll get into some other lamps. I just picked up 2 of these. You've seen an unboxing. We're just going over them a little bit more. And I picked up 2 of these lanterns. These lanterns are very nice, well built. I'm going to buy some more down the road, but I've got enough to get by with, but I'll still stock up. Right now these are currently still $9.95 at Lehman's while supplies last. They're normally $15.95. If you're in the market for some backup lighting, these work great. These are 31 ounce tanks, and they'll burn 26 hours. That's what the rating is on them. I like them. Heavy duty. So, very nice. And I also picked up this unit. This is the unit where it's dual purpose. It is a they call it warming up lantern, for like camp stove and that kind of thing. So you pull this off like so. Come on, twist off, and you put this little grating on there. You can warm up water. I don't think it'll boil it, but it'll probably at least get it up to 160 degrees over time. So you could pasteurize the water for, say, if you heat it for 160 for 20 minutes, it'll kill pretty much anything. So I'll light this one up for you so you can take a look. Nice. I like dual purpose. I'm a dual purpose fan. And it also comes with this little pot. You know, real lightweight, good for packing. I'm going to make some crates for travel for these things. You do put out a lot of heat, so that's one good thing. Might not be too good in the summertime when you're sitting with no lights and start sweating, but you can definitely get warmed up with this thing. This thing don't take long to heat your hands up, because it's pretty warm. We're at about 178 degrees right now, and it's been 19 minutes. So It might boil water, but after 160 for 20 minutes, you know, you're going to kill anything, in my opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong, but here's another source that's good lighting. Is emergency candles. Get these at the dollar store. Remember, all this stuff is not meant to be unattended like a light bulb. You know, so please think safety first. And I hope this helps some people make some decisions on what to do. So, thanks a lot. Live for wild out.